What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Two Buds podcast. This is my co-host, Be Easy,
What's happening, world?
out there in New Orleans. Is that
Right?
how you say it?
However you want to say it.
How do you
New
say
Orleans,
it?
NOLA, New Orleans, Nolans, all the above.
No.
Nolans.
What's the what's your favorite food down there? Everyone from like around here will talk about the food is crazy down there. The Cajun food is good.
Man, crawfish has got to be, it's a staple of down here. It's just, I grew up on it, man. It's fucking good. Crawfish and shrimp and blue crabs, anything we catch.
Did you ever see that guy that does the crawfish videos on YouTube or whatever, or the shorts or TikTok? I forget what it is. He's got like
He cooks,
he cooks for like he's got
stale
the
cracker. He's
he's
the guy
got
with the
that
wig.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a stale cracker, dude.
I'll eat that on a cracker. Something like
Put that on a
that
cracker.
guy.
Dude. Yeah.
Well, I seen a bunch of his, dude. That made me want to eat crawfish bad as fuck. But I've never had them. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
man.
come visit you and
You're like
you have to
40
show
pounds
me
off.
how it is.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's awesome. I used to be allergic to crawfish, but now I'm not. It's weird. Don't know how that works.
Hey, good for you for going out there and taking the risk that first time.
Yeah,
Found
right.
out. Now you're good.
Put me in the hospital one time.
So this episode, we're gonna cover 4 questions each that we just want to know about each other. Whatever, nothing's off limits. Whatever we want to ask, we're gonna ask, and hopefully we'll cover something that you guys like. We took a couple days off. I was pumping out the content like crazy, or we were pumping out the content like crazy.
Life,
Uh,
baby.
Life comes our way. We slowed it down a little bit, but I think now we're gonna try to at least post a clip every day and full episodes on Thursday. That's the plan moving forward.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got a lot. We got a lot of people following, liking, subscribing on TikTok.
They finally
You,
listen.
YouTube kind of slowed down a bit after I posted that thumbnail with the 2 weed buds on it. They didn't seem to like that, but
Fucking
we'll
hippies.
make it happen again. All right, so you shoot first, and then I'll follow up with asking you a couple questions. Let's go.
All right.
First time you've been prepared for anything we've done on the Two Buds podcast.
Hey, I'm
Just
turning over a new leaf, motherfuckers. Stay tuned.
yeah,
Yeah, new
hit me
leaf.
with it. Hit me with it. I like this.
All right. What was the funniest thing that is engraved in your brain throughout your whole time at HSC 21? There's a lot of shit that happened, but I mean, what was the one thing when you think back to fucking San Diego HSC 21, the fucking AO shit or whatever? What was the funniest thing that first thing that pops in your brain every time you think of that? Like if somebody puts you on the spot, like I just did.
The I mean, there's only one answer to this question. It's when we're in Guam and our boy got pulled up on the stage. The
Yeah,
stripper, the stripper did what she
tried to
did. We
fucking
told that story. I might as well retell it. I'll retell it
yeah,
in my own words real quick.
because I told it last time.
Yeah, I mean, this podcast hasn't caught on fire yet, so there's probably a lot of people that are just going to hear this for the first time anyway. So we're in Guam, and all the boys decide to go out to the strip club. Well, me and B had a little conversation with one of the girls out there who introduced us to one of the most badass strippers on the planet.
What was that gladiator's name? She looked like a gladiator.
I did. I can't remember her name, but we we knew that we were getting into something when the girl told us that she was a dominatrix. So once we found that out, we are like, hey, we got this buddy. We want to get him. He's running a little late. As soon as he walks in, we want you to pull all the tricks out of the bag. I think we all had money. We definitely gave her a couple bucks, probably a couple hundo. And she was motivated by that couple hundo. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah.
As soon as our boy walked through the door, she grabs him, pulls him up on the stage. And I was wearing like a super thick belt. And we knew what was coming because we were already there. She was going to whip him with a belt. So so you're like, give me your belt. So I take it off. He throws it up on stage. This is when I know that we picked the right girl. She grabs the belt. Get that fucking belt off my stage. I was like, fuck yeah. We got the right one. And then she looked at him and was like, get the fuck on my stage now. And he was like, no, no, no. He starts heading towards the door. We kind of force him towards the stage a little bit, and he's hesitant, but he gets up there. So the stripper grabs him, and there's this ship wheel. They say, grab the wheel. So he goes up there, grabs it. She pulls his pants down, has like some sort of whip device, cracks him across the ass cheeks 4 or 5 times. Then she pulls the WWE superstar move. Legs, what? I forget how you described it, but that was hilarious. But she takes his leg out. she fucking takes his knee out and flips him onto his stomach quicker than I've ever seen a man go down. So now he's laying dick down on the stage with his ass cheeks out, and she dashes behind the curtain real quick and comes back out with this 14-inch double-ended monster. Oh man, I was like, dude, we were laughing so fucking hard. How can we not? How can I top that moment? Then she proceeds to Midnight Black. She proceeds to whack him across the ass cheeks 3-4 times, and then goes to shove it on in there, and that's when he hops up off the stage. And we were laughing so goddamn hard. That's the funniest by far moment in my whole Navy career. Easy.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Number 2. What was the craziest thing you saw or were a part of in your military career? Crazy as in like, what the fuck? Like,
I feel like the Somali pirates thing coming around the Horn of Africa, just because it was our first deployment. We kind of knew where we were roughly, but we didn't know we were in the Horn of Africa. We didn't know. Nobody briefed us on, yeah, by the way, this could be a thing. Be ready for this.
Yeah. We got headphones in, fucking chilling. Or like got sirens and shit going on.
For me, it was literally the only time besides boot camp that my adrenaline was pumping.
I was gonna say the same thing. It was a different feeling that you didn't get on a normal day.
Yeah, because it was like, no matter why you joined, unless you're a real fucking mental case, at some point you're going to care about serving your country, whether you join because you're on fucking drugs or trying to get away from your parents or you did some weird shit or whatever. whatever the case may be. But yeah,
That was
that definitely that, because we had to hop to it, get the birds loaded up, ready to go.
yeah. I
We've
agree.
talked about that a few times. Go back and check our other podcast episodes to get the real down low on that.
Like the low down low. All right, yeah, I agree on that one also. Um, mm, let's see. What was your worst experience?
All right. I it, it sucks to even have to tell this, but we're gonna have to keep it real on Two Bloods podcast. So one time, so my job at one point as a plane captain is to check every to check every square inch of the helicopter, and I got to sign paperwork saying that it's good to go. And
Which means that if whatever you sign off on fucks up, then it comes back to fuck you in the ass.
yes,
That's what
so
that means.
so I fucked myself, but it's the same old song and dance. I just got comfortable, complacent, and there's a lot of helicopters that we're responsible for, and one particular one, they were rushing me. We need this bird, good to go. And somebody was supposed to replace uh, the flight control on the co-pilot side. So I went in, and instead of walking out there and checking for myself, I asked him if he did it. Apparently, he told me he did, but he actually didn't. So I signed off on it without actually looking. And then the pilot goes out there to fly the fucking bird, and there's no controls on the co-pilot side. And it came back to me, and I got knocked down from plane captain, but then very quickly worked my way back to getting it again. But yeah, I was thinking forever about why we were both going to DRB. That's the only thing I could think of that I did that would have got me into that predicament. But I definitely got, yeah, that was my biggest fuck up, worst mistake.
Yeah, that was
I
your
learned,
worst.
I learned from that for sure, though. I was probably 23 years old when that happened. But yeah,
All right, the last question is, what was your favorite part of deployment?
uh,
Our deployment. Like, what was the funniest or fucking your most favorite part about that?
well, when we went on our journey on the mopeds in Maui, is because like
Dude,
the
that was
strip
pretty wild.
clubs, yeah, the strip clubs in Guam, like those stories are interesting and it's fun. But at the end of the day, I don't
Yeah,
remember any of them broads. I'll never talk to not one single stripper that was there for the rest of my life. But
right.
but thinking about me and you going on that fucking excursion on the mopeds, and then I ended up crashing the moped.
Dude, that was. I almost forgot about that.
That's the
Like,
again, if you're listening to this and you want to hear that story, it's Black Ice in Maui.
yeah, check that shit out. It's fucking funny. Raw comedy.
But as far as like an experience, that that whole thing was a trip. We didn't even get into all of the details of exactly what happened, but we both know exactly how it went down, and that was a crazy night.
Yeah. We were like deep. We were like 13 miles into the city on them fucking
Yeah.
mopeds.
The other thing that crosses my mind is snorkeling in Diego Garcia was sick.
Yeah, and it's so cool that you like forget what you're doing and you almost die. And you get
Yeah,
the worst sunburn on your back that you have ever had.
it's yeah. Hopefully, people are smarter than us and are more prepared when they go on an adventure like that. We just
Now
hop
that I
off the
think about
boat
it,
and
dude, there was some probably monster sharks around there.
I
Like
wouldn't doubt it. Yeah,
monsters.
if you Google it, it's literally a speck in the middle of the ocean. And
Dude,
if you look
that
at a
water
picture of it,
that water looked like a bottle of hypnotic.
yeah, yeah, you
It
could,
did.
yeah, it's beautiful. But it's
Yeah.
like a strip. You can literally see across in some spots from one side of the water to across the road to the other.
They had a cool little bar there, remember that? I
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
picture. I got a picture of me wasted smoking a cigar on the boat ride back to the boat, like fucked up, like with a polo on and a backpack.
Is that where we were? The boat was tied up, and we had to take a little skiff boat
Yeah,
in and out.
had seats inside, seats outside, and they brought us shit.
All right, I think it's about that time for us to switch over. I'm gonna start asking you a couple questions.
All right.
All right, question one: do you eat ass?
Do
No,
I
I'm just
eat
kidding.
ass?
I'm just kidding. That's not my question. I was just kidding.
Oh, you sold it well. I was like, no, but
Yeah,
cool question.
the people haven't earned the right to find that out yet. We don't get enough likes. We'll let you know if he eats ass later down the road. No, I
Gotcha.
actually I wanted to ask you. My my questions aren't really military related because
That's
I
fine. Mine just went that way, so because I did it last minute.
I'm
So yeah.
I'm more curious about your fishing career
Oh
after
yeah,
the Navy. So
yeah,
is that
because
what you?
people didn't really have my kind of what I did after.
Actually, I'm going to start off with a blanket question, and then we'll get into the fishing stuff. So, how many jobs have you had in your life?
Well, a lot.
Me too, dude. I couldn't even count. At least when I was
Like
younger,
random
I would just hop around like it was going out of style.
6 months here, 6 months there.
I remember one time I was a cook at Boston Market, and my whole family was down the shore, and I had to work, and I went in there with a little tiniest bit of stubble. The lady was like, "That's unacceptable. You need to go home and shave and come back." I was like, "All right." I went home and got my bathing suit and shit and drove down the shore. It was just like
I'm
I'll
out.
just get another job. Fuck that. I am not like that now. That I'm. This is about you though. This is about you. Look at me. I'm in the answering questions mode still.
Flip the switch.
So a lot. Just rattle off a couple. Just rattle off like a handful of things you've done.
Job.
Yeah.
Worked on a farm. Um, I did landscaping. I made my own fishing gas. Made my own little company. Um, then I worked in a warehouse. Fishing guide, offshore fishing charters.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what
wow.
I'm interested in.
We used to hang. It's like seasonal around here, dude. Like pressure washing, fucking. Like you could really stay busy. I work for my mom. I work for my dad. You know what I mean? Like I'm all over the
That's hold
place. If
on.
I'm not fishing, I'm fucking doing all kinds of shit.
That was going to be part of my questioning. So I'll just ask you that now. So fishing isn't all year round, right? there?
Um, it,
Or
it can be, but everybody shuts down for like hunting season. Like right now, Mississippi just opened, I think. You probably got a month left, and everybody, like all the guides, will take off and go fucking to Montana and drive fucking from Montana to Illinois and fucking come back down. You know, they'll go shoot a bunch of fucking animals for 3 months, 2 months, go on vacation, and then we start back up in January.
so most of the people in that business are into that kind of.
But that's offshore. You know what I mean? Inshore, I mean, you can fish offshore year round. You'll catch fish. You can fish inshore every day. Redfish and trout, flounder and shit. That's hot every day. You know, as long as it ain't storming. But
So
offshore, they like to shut down and go enjoy their cooler time. You know what I mean? It's
so
fucking.
what?
It
Oh, go
feels
ahead.
right now. It's 94 degrees. It finally got a cool front. It's 94 today.
Yeah, that I was thinking down there would be most of the year. So
It's like 101 every day for the past like 4 months, 5 months.
so would you just be able to live off that money, or would you have to find like a secondary job during that time that you weren't fishing?
What if you took off for hunting season?
Yeah. Or what would you do when it shut
Oh no,
down?
I wouldn't work. I'd go hunting and just be home with the family and shit. You make enough money through the year, you could take off.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Make
was
it like
wondering.
you make it between at the minimum. Like I've been doing it for 10 years, so I don't get paid that, but 200 to you might get 1,000 a day. You never know. But it's
It,
mainly between like 4 and 450 a day.
so you're working with like a guy and his brother and his buddies are renting a boat for the day and getting all fucked up, and you're just showing them the ropes. What exactly did you do on the boat? Or like, what was the whole?
It's a charter business. Like you hire me, like you want to go fishing in Venice, and you book a day, and it's $2,600 a day plus fuel plus tip. And I got a captain and a deckhand. You go fishing with them. They take you out and go fucking kill everything you want to kill.
For
Come
how
back,
long?
come back, and fucking clean your fish and send you on your way.
How long are you out there usually?
You leave at like 5 in the morning. And you get back. If you go catch a limit, like if you catch 12 tunas, you go back to the dock. You know what I mean? But I
Do
mean,
you,
after that, you just have to kill shit. You still got to process fucking 700 pounds of yellowfin meat. You know what I mean?
yeah. Did you do
So if
that
you,
part too?
yeah, I could do that with my eyes closed.
I
But I mean,
like that.
if you go out and get on them real quick, you probably catch a limit yellowfin, some snapper, and a swordfish, and you head into the house. You'd be back at the dock between anywhere as early as 10 o'clock in the morning, all the way as late as 6 p.m. Just depending on how the fishing is.
That is kind of that is kind of tough. Not know. I mean, how did that affect your personal life? Not ever knowing exactly when you're going to be home.
Oh well, I would fish an hour and a half away from where I live now. So I would go stay down there for fucking 27 days at a time and just be, you know,
All right, that makes sense.
living the Venice life, which ain't nothing. It's just a bunch of fucking marshland and bad decisions and beautiful boats and awesome fishing. But it's not like Florida. It's like Bobby Boucher, fucking,
the
yeah, ain't pretty.
the backwoods.
As far south as you can go,
So,
end of the world.
is this people like traveling from all over the country to go there and
Oh,
fish, or is this like a local?
yeah, we have like all people from Europe, fucking, it's the number one fishing destination in the world or in America.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah,
What's the craziest thing you've ever found floating in the water?
kilo. Hmm. Yeah, floating on top of the water.
What?
Like a movie.
You being serious?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just joking.
Nah, man, they had a guy out there who found 36 keys. And he turned it into the sheriff's department. It was worth like fucking almost $5 million street money. They come in
Yeah.
every like July.
I didn't think about that. You're right in that high drug trafficking zone down there.
Well, it's like where the currents come in real close certain times of the year. Brings all the grass and all the trash and shit. When you catch like the tropical, like the mahi mahis and shit, certain times of the year you'll catch them kind of fish, but they come in on these rip lines and like grass lines. And it's just, dude, you'll see a dead alligator, a cow, a fucking refrigerator, sofa. It's fucking literally everything that is out in the water gets pulled out to sea and it all meets up on a current. And then it fucking all just grows together. It's all this g- grass and trash. And there's fucking anything that floats is out there.
Really? I've heard
Yeah.
about like the garbage patch thing that's like the size of Texas. But
Yeah.
obviously that makes
I haven't
sense.
seen that, but I don't know where it's at. But there's a lot of shit out there floating. You never know what
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking see.
All right. My third question. I don't know how many I asked, but
All right.
my third question. How did the BP oil spill affect you? Was that during did that happen during when you were fishing out
That
there?
happened. That happened right before I started. But
Uh,
everybody quit. Everybody quit fishing and started running personnel boats. Like they would pick up scientists and fucking shit at the dock and run them out to take samples, like on the offshore boat. No rods or nothing, just fucking transporting important people at the time, and they were getting paid fucking like 2,500 a day
really?
cashing
And
out, dude.
and
All
not
them
even
boys.
needing a huge crew or nothing.
No, just have a boat and yourself. You're fucking killing it. One man
Man,
operation. All
I
them
w-
companies, a lot of them companies, like since the oil spill, have been. It's hard to say just profit, but them boys got that one little lick set them up. You know what I mean? They got their
uh,
boat. They got the charter company. They fucking got a fucking houseboat.
so
And
really
they
kind
they
of helped
cashed
it a
out.
little bit.
Well, it helped the people who had the boats and wanted to go work and wanted to hustle it, but everybody else kind of got fucked.
Uh,
I don't know.
that's,
It didn't really affect me. I
yeah, it
think I
was
was
right before you.
in San Diego at that time.
All right, so here's my last and final question. I know you had your little business going. Um, do you make anything else? Well, first, just talk a little bit about the business and how you're basically how you like to make shit.
Oh yeah, just make all kind of shit in this garage. If you could see this whole thing, be pretty wild. But yeah, make gas, bamboo gas. Like when you get a big fish, close to the boat, just stick them in the head with it and bring them aboard. I got one right here, I think.
Yeah, let's see it.
It's not finished. This is one for a customer. I'm waiting to see if he wants these colors. But yeah, so this is the big hook. Do some grippage on there. Rasta gap for a customer.
That's
Heat shrink.
yeah, you're still working. How do you do it? Is that like? Never mind. Let's not give your trade secrets away.
How do you do it?
What else do you make, B?
I make all kind of shit, dude. Um, fishing. I made a fishing lure
I
recently.
know you always used to fucking be making all kinds of contraptions and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
That's Larry Longstroke. Yeah, fucking Larry.
What do you catch with that? Fucking herpes?
Large mouth, fucking something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something with a large mouth.
Always get your bass lures. How much
You
you
got
selling it for?
these are like, man, $5 a piece.
$5 a piece.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, if you don't want to put that in your tackle box to bring out and get a good laugh with the boys,
Man, please just fucking it's
dude, that's
self-deployed.
funny.
It self-deployed itself.
The,
You know? Never leave home without him.
what do you call it? The Mandingo bass
That's
catcher?
Larry Longstroke.
Oh yeah.
Then he's got tattletale feet and a fucking hammer dong that keeps him fucking swimming.
Yeah.
He'll swim on his back with his, you know what I mean? Hook him however you want.
What was the inspiration behind that one?
Uh, Probably fucking some kind of fucking amphetamines. I don't know. Staying up all night. Fucking
That's my boy.
just doing some wild shit till fucking 5 in the morning.
Living that fisherman's lifestyle.
And this is what comes out of that. Yeah. One of a kind, baby. I make all
Uh,
kinds of different colors too.
yeah.
I,
Hit
I've
us
caught
up
a
in
fish.
the
I've
hit
caught a
us up
fish.
in the comments if you want
Yeah.
Larry Longstroke
Yeah.
custom.
I'll send it to somebody, whoever wants it.
All right, B. That's our time for today. Everybody, please like and subscribe to the Two Buds podcast on TikTok and YouTube. B,
Yeah.
what do you got to say to the people?
Fuck them. Oh, the people?
The people.
Fuck the people. Yeah, go like and subscribe, man.
All right, B.
Do it. Do it.